From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that, and it leads to third down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Still going. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until it takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them from the...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some dash yardage plays.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On third down, here comes Swift. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. This is fielded inside the 5. Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 23 yards on the play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Chiefs at 4-5, a game under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Pushes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far. Incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And an Eagle first down.
And Hurts going to move him around. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdown.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. In motion, the tight end. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Connecting quickly with Goddard. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A handoff, Swift running to the left. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop them with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes to throw on second down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll be caught by Rice. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Toney. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man complete. That's Rice. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone...
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 1st downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
No, touch. Go silver, ready?
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Second down. Here's Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's a quick throw right side. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Now a 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Brown goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Oh, they're changing this at the line. In motion right is Brown. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And let's go.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On second down, Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Come and see this. Step it up. Let's pick it up. Great. Set.
And they take a knee.
Paid for. Garbage!
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Philadelphia, the great run they've been on continues as they move.
I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I tease her. Been having my waist since a little. I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a how close we is. You cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything. You don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them. Oh, had to come and intervene. Well, them keys to that Bentley, I'm trying to drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently. Now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down. Trying to show the world how it sound. Around and make the wrong turn. We don't even want to turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody. I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do but I've been off them all week. Tryna take this far as I can, I want it all on sleep. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as you start running up money, they could tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, so they used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking them off, spin a bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashy with a system, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone